Hi guys, in this video we're going to go over sparring gear and options for sparring gear. If you want more information on sparring in general, please check out our other video. Keep in mind, sparring gear does not make you invincible. For example, you will still get bruised even with the safety gear on, especially if you decide to block a kick instead of dodge it. However, it is important to consider a full set of gear for safety. Here are all the pieces of gear that you will need in a full set of gear from top to bottom. First, you need your helmet, of course, to protect your noggin. Make sure that the shorter side is in the front. Don't wear your helmet this way. You'll also need a mouth guard. I don't have one on me right now, but we do recommend getting one that's one-sided instead of double-sided. Of course, if you have braces, you might not be able to mold the mouth guard to your mouth shape. Just ask your dentist what would be best, or orthodontist what would be the best for you. Next is your hogu, or chest guard. The modern ones will have a blue side and a red side. If you buy one of these, make sure that you wear the blue side sometimes and the red side sometimes, so you get even wear on both sides and your gear will last longer. If you wear the blue side, make sure you tie the straps on the blue straps, and when you wear the red side, you tie it on the red straps. Next are your arm guards. I have Captain America ones, but generally you'll see that it kind of flares out, so it'll make a triangle shape. The skinnier side will go on your wrist, and the wider side goes on your upper arm. These ones are not like that, but most of them also taper inward, so it will make a V shape with your body. So when you put them on, you should have the arm guards make a V shape. We also have your shin guards, same thing like the arm guards. Mine don't do it, but you'll find that the ones that we sell have a taper, so you want to make a V shape with your shin guards, and the skinnier part goes on your ankle, and then the wider part goes on top. Next we have our foot protectors. A lot of them have individual toes. If you prefer not to have individual toes, we do sell the leg shin guard with connected kind of cover instead of like a toe sock kind, if you feel that's more comfortable for you. This does provide better coverage because it's right on your foot. And either way, again, like I mentioned, it does not make you invincible. If you kick someone very hard or kick someone in the elbow, you will get a bruise on your foot. Keep in mind that the fit needs to be pretty snug, so you're gonna have to like wiggle your toes in there and maybe have some parents help you take them on and off. For our male students, you'll also need a groin cup. We have, we recommend you go to Dick's Sporting Goods, Amazon, or Walmart to find a groin cup. So make sure if you've never worn one that you try it on and walk around the house a bit with it so you feel comfortable and know how to put it on. Usually it goes under your pants, in your underwear. So there's kinds that go in boxer briefs. There's also kinds that are kind of like an extra underwear that you put on top of your underwear and then you put your pants on. Finally, you also need a bag to carry all in. We sell these really cool backpacks that are mesh, so it can have plenty of breathing so that your stinky gear doesn't kill everyone every time you sign, gear up for sparring. And it also will have clips so that you can put your chest guard on the outside like so. And it has just lots of pockets on the strap, pockets on the side, so that is an option. So here's how I look with all my sparring gear on. Don't forget to take off all your jewelry, including smart devices and earrings. Even studs are not okay, because if you get kicked in the head, it could mess up your ear. So smartwatch is off. Don't forget to also keep your nails trimmed short, both your fingernails and your toenails, so that you don't scratch your opponent and your sparring partners. You also need to make sure the uniform goes over the sparring gear. So don't have your shin guards on the outside of your pants, you want it under, so it prevents catching when you're sparring each other. You'll also notice that the modern sparring gear does provide full coverage of the back. So once you tie it, you see these flaps will come together and now provide more protection. You are not allowed to hit the back directly, but again, we wear this gear for safety, so it is nice to have a more modern sparring gear that has the shoulder pads and the back protection. How to take care of your sparring gear. try to remember to wipe it down after each sparring practice to reduce the stinkiness. Baby wipes are better than Clorox or Lysol wipes because you don't want your skin to get irritated after you wipe down your gear. So especially your helmet, use a baby wipe on the inside so that it doesn't affect your skin. And I would recommend also washing your face after sparring if you want to avoid the acne. You can also wash most of the parts in the washer, so the gloves, arm guard, shin guard, and the feet can go in a gentle cycle in the washer on cold. And then I recommend air drying it. Make sure that you strap all the Velcro to each other before you run it in the washer as well. The best thing you can do is lay out your gear outside in the sun because the UV rays will kill the bacteria that cause a lot of the stinkiness on your gear. We know that sparring gear can get very expensive. So the bare minimum you need to start sparring is a mouth guard, because we can't let you borrow those, and a groin cup for gentlemen. There are groin cups for ladies, but it's usually for higher level competition and we don't require it for the beginners here at World Martial Arts. Then you will be able to borrow one of these chest guards, which is the minimum amount of gear that you're going to need for sparring. You need to, like I mentioned in the other video, arrive early, not just to warm up, but to get dibs on the best gear available in the equipment room. So there are 3 main choices you can make in terms of getting your sparring gear. Option A is to purchase from us used sparring gear. The money from that does go to our leadership team fund, so it goes to the cause. And how we get the gear is people will donate their old gear to World Martial Arts. And each piece of gear is about $10, although we do have a sale in this Christmas time, so you can get gear for a lot cheaper. And so the full set costs around $70, including the bag, if we can find your sizes. The second option is to buy a brand new set of gear from us, and that's going to be $250 and includes all the parts, including the backpack, minus the mouth guard and groin cup. Your last option is to fend for yourself. You can look on Amazon, look at Facebook Marketplace, etc. And we do accept gear that's slightly different looking. There's some slightly different styles of martial art, but we will say that this kind of gear is going to be the most comfortable and well suited for Taekwondo sparring. Last thing, make sure you write your name on every single piece of gear because everyone has very similar gear, and if you forget it, then it's probably not coming back because it gets hidden in random places, and if it's been too long, we do add it to our sale pile for leadership team fund. We hope that we have answered most of the questions you may have in this video, but feel free to ask us any questions about sparring gear or sparring class, and we'll see you on the mats.